So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my bike aspirations and plans for the future. And I decided to try and sell the Africa Twin.
At the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow. Don't worry, that's the motto. So we keep moving along.
Okay, so I thought you might like that. I know I like that, but don't worry, I'm not going to do cemeteries all the time. I'm not going to be known as the cemetery guy, because it's a topic that would kind of get old really quick. Pardon the pun. Alright, let's head out and continue our ride. Our nice Wednesday afternoon ride. I got my jobs done early today, so Mr. Busy, but I actually got done early, so, and it was nice weather. And it's certainly debatable about the nice weather, because as the nice blue sky you see here, they closed the post office service because they said the air quality was too bad from the forest fires. Well, I'm not really seeing any bad air. Like, if you look out over the water, over the bay, you see a bit. It's a little bit smoggy. But no, I'm not seeing bad. Do you see bad air quality? I mean, yeah, there are areas where there's bad air, but it ain't here. So I don't know what the point of that was. Like, I'm not even wearing a breathing mask or anything. Sometimes I'll wear the COVID mask with this bad air going on, but I'm not even going to bother with that. Let's turn. Alright, let's see what else we can discover. So yeah, the 7th line it's a nice country road and all, but I guess the only problem for bikers is it's just one long straight road. And I always said, well, you know, this is a great road for if you just bought a new bike and you want to get used to it. You don't want to, you don't want to do anything too technical right now. You just want to get the feel of how the gears change for you and how the bike handles, and you just want to get used to riding it. This would be a good road because there's not much traffic and it's just mostly straight. So you're only going to have to navigate a few sharp turns and stuff like that, just till you get the feel of the bike, and then you can focus on the gears and stuff without worrying about it. So in my situation, that means something, because as you all know, I pretty much have never had to shift gears. I know how to drive a standard. You know, I actually took my original driver's test with a standard, and I took all my motorcycle safety courses using a standard transmission as well. But as far as my own personal bikes, I've gone from everything from e-bikes to scooters to small capacity motorcycles to a large capacity motorcycle, and they've all been automatics, just because I'm used to that, and to me it just seems a lot easier. You know, with me it's all about cruising. It's not really about, you know, fighting and manipulating. Alright, so yeah, I gotta go back the other way actually. I forgot I'm not on 7th line anymore. I was just talking about 7th line. I forgot I went up 12th in order to find that spot. So I'll either delete that or just omit what I said about 7th line there. But 12th line is not much different. But 12th line does have twists and turns. Like, this is Temple Hill, where you gotta jog right and then jog left to stay on 12th. But I turn left so I can go back up to 7th line, so I can go into Rockland and then straight down, where you can end up at top part of Beaver Valley. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my bike aspirations and plans for the future. And I decided to try and sell the Africa Twin, and it's not because there's anything wrong with the bike. You could probably get hints of it in the last review I did, that it's a fantastically engineered bike. It's a great bike. It rides well, it certainly performs well, it's reliable, it's powerful, all that stuff. But it's just not 100% designed for the exact riding that I like to do. You know, this is a bike for a very experienced guy that likes to go off-road adventuring with his buddies and stuff like that. Sure, you know, and if you've been riding motocross and riding off-road all your life, and you've worked your way up to a big heavy bike like this, and you want to go on those back road trails, on the fire trails and that with your buddies on some sort of camping off-road adventure, absolutely. And I mean, this bike can do highway cruising just as easily. You know, you could put more on-road tires on it, and like you saw me do, I cruised all the way to Newfoundland and back. So it's not like it can't do it, but it just can't do it as comfortably as other bikes that are more designed for that. You know, you need a touring or a sport touring style bike if that's what you want to do. And like me, it doesn't thrill me to go on gravel. It doesn't thrill me to go on rough off-road terrain. I'll do it if I have to, but to me it's kind of like driving in a winter storm. You know, you can do it, but I don't enjoy it. And maybe it's because I waited too long in life. You know, like, you can't just start doing stuff like that when you're over 50. You have to start stuff like that maybe in your teens. So yeah, it's a great bike, but I really don't think it's the ultimate bike for me, for what I do. So I've been looking at another new bike, and I think I'm going to keep that secret right now. I think I've found the bike that I really think is more for me and what I like to do. Hopefully you still like to watch the videos. But I mean, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot different than I was as far as where I go, but I just can't see myself tackling rough back road trails and stuff. You know, there's enough people online that do that already anyway. There's tons of that stuff you could watch. But when I do it, I just find it exhausting and treacherous and nerve-wracking. And it's just not my thing. I mean, I can't even get lessons around here to try and get any better at it. It's very difficult for me between work schedule and the amount of training that's available in this area. I'm sure I could find somebody, but it has to be on a special day once a year, and so yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm still going to try. I might just do it for fun, go get some off-road training, but I know I'm going to be exhausted and sore by the end of that day. But really what I personally like to do is, just like I did on that tour to Newfoundland and back, just cruise roads like this, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the freedom. I like places where there's very little traffic, but a nice smooth road and lots of good scenery. And, I could do that all day long. And if you get a nice, comfortable touring or sport touring bike, it's made for that, and it's got a much more comfortable seat. It's got all the functions. I still want all the luxury options. I want the cruise control, the heated seats, and all that. It would be more comfortable to take my wife or my daughter on the back for these trips and stuff. So I got it for sale, but I don't have any bites yet. Maybe it's a bad time of year, I don't know. Really not getting much interest in it right now, but it could be because it's such an expensive bike, and it's hard for somebody to buy privately a bike that's almost $20,000. I mean, this bike only has 23,000 clicks on it, and it's DCT and all that, and it's a brand new condition. It's got thousands of dollars worth of upgrades and accessories on it, and not everybody has that kind of change just sitting around to buy a bike with. Usually if you're going to get a bike that expensive, you're going to get financing for it. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. So if I don't sell it, well, I'll just keep going on this bike. I mean, it'll still do everything I want it to do, just not as nicely as some other bikes would. And we're off. So I could have turned left there, and it's kind of a nice little cruise by some houses around the back way. But what I don't like about that road is where it pops out. It's a very, very tricky and treacherous left turn down Bulls Bluff Hill. So I'm like, nah, let's go this way. So we're heading down Bulls Bluff Hill. Unfortunately, I can't go bombing down it because I'm following a slow guy and he's going slower than I go, which is really slow. The twin handles hills like this really well. Of course, with the GoPro, it probably looks like I'm on level ground right now, but it's a really fairly steep hill. Like, I would not even want to go near this hill in the winter, although lots of people do. But no, it's not my thing in the winter. Like, I'm talking even with my 4x4 truck, because this right here is just down and curving. But in the summer with the twin, I have no problem. I mean, it's totally engine braking right now, and I've got it on minimal engine braking setting, as lightly as it'll go. So it just kind of holds me back going all the way down the hill. So total control, man. Well, I mean, the bike's designed to go down gravel like that, and it tries to hold you back without slipping. You can see some nice scenery around here. I was trying to get the rear view camera going, but it was too late. I would have had to pull over to fuss with it for half an hour to get it going. So forget it. I'll just give you a bird's eye view here. It's a pretty nice view. It's always nice coming down through here, especially in the summer or the fall. The fall is amazing coming down here. Down into Beaver Valley. And I'm sure I've done this before on a few trips. This guy's really slowing down. I think he wants me to pass him, maybe. Well, that'll be no problem as soon as I get an opportunity. We want an opportunity, and I'm getting it. I understand you're retired and you got all day and this is the only thing you had to do all day. I get it. I'll probably be the same way. But you know, you can go a little faster. Of course, there's an opportunity on the road to pass and all the cars come. Alright. Well, this is the advantage of a bike. You can pass quickly. No problemo. Now he can take all day if he wants. I could care less. Sorry, put the camera on a little bit late there. I am coming through Kimberly, or at least actually I'm leaving Kimberly now. I wanted to check out Justin's Oven. I mean, that's another place I haven't checked out. They've redone it into a nice dining room, but that's more for like go for supper, maybe lunch. But Justin's Oven was nice because it had a little patio there where you could have a nice glass of iced tea or something like that. Not that I'm really feeling like I need a break yet. I haven't been out that long. But instead of heading straight home, I guess we're going to go up the valley. Uh-oh, what's this detour? There better not be construction on this road. Or I'm just going to turn around. I can't be bothered. Unless it's just like, you know, short little John. Beaver Valley Road. Gray Road 13. Heading back north. And what this road does is it snakes up Beaver Valley. It just goes left and right, so at least there's a few bends and turns, and it goes right up the base of the valley. Extremely scenic, extremely popular road with bikers. And there you go, like you can see for yourselves, it's pretty nice around here. This is a great road for biking. There's rivers, there's valleys. all good things. Beaver River over there. And when I was a teenager, or an older teenager, I used to live down around here, right by the river. Used to go fishing down there and stuff like that. It used to be my job to kick out trespassers, because they would all go in there and they would try to fish, and it was private property. You know, I've seen a lot of videos on showing how to do trail breaking, and that's all well and good. I guess especially on gravel you might want to practice it a bit, although it could be a bit risky. But I find, you know, like even along here, a lot of these bends are 90-degree bends, and I'm taking them at 100 clicks and not even having to try that hard. You know, not even having to lean that much. Now I'm going to slow down for this because I'm coming into a town, but yeah, I was taking them at 90, and it's like I didn't, like, in a lot of cases, don't think you need to trail brake, because if you're on good pavement, you got good tires, you probably don't even need it. You just need to lean and twist that bike, just counter steer. Like here, I'm not even trying to twist, it's just, you know, just a slight lean, a slight push. Ooh, policia. Better slow her down. I don't want any hassle. And you know, the biggest part of the hassle I'm worried about getting pulled over is he's going to want to see my ownership and insurance, and it's under the seat. And it's a pain in the butt to get these seats off of these Africa Twins. I'll be struggling with it for 20 minutes while he waits for me to get my seat off, if he lets me struggle with it for 20 minutes. I saw one guy in a video, he just did it in 2 seconds. Maybe he got lucky, I don't know. But yeah, I can't get the seat off too easily. It's a bit of a nuisance. Well, at least it doesn't come off by accident. Give him that. Everyone's always got a show getting gas. Seems to be a thing. So there you are. We're getting gas. I came here a couple days ago and somebody put a picture of Trudeau here with a finger pointing at the number saying, I did that. I notice it's gone already. Probably the owners came out and went, oh, that's not supposed to be here. And they're going to peel that off right away. This is the only time you'll see me buying anything higher than regular. And yeah, I could put regular in this. And according to the books and everything, regular's fine for it, but it just seems to like the mid-grade a little bit better. The high test doesn't make any difference as much, but I don't know, it just seems to run smoother and all that stuff on the mid-grade. Look at that, I was a bit low, and I set it for $20 and it didn't fill it. That's scary. Well, at $1.70 a liter, what do you expect? It's going higher yet.